Welcome to episode 2 of Nerd Weekly. This episode, we're going to be talking about collector's editions, but mainly special editions, because I don't have massive box collector's edition games. I don't have the money to spend on that. But this episode, we're going to be talking about that, and I'm going to be doing a review of the Majora's Mask special edition. I hope you guys enjoy. So, special editions of games. Are they worth it? Are the gaming community willing to spend their money on a few extra collectible items? Now, this is what I want to talk about in this episode of Nerd Weekly. I have 4 special edition games here. That's all I own. I don't buy massive amounts. I just tend to go for the game. At the moment, they've been releasing games, mainly Ubisoft games, like they release a limited edition of it, like Far Cry 4, Assassin's Creed Unity, with a couple of extra DLC, and I normally go for that, which is normally like pre-order bonuses, but I never go for massively expensive, like boxed different sets sort of things. Anyway, I'm just going to go through what I have. So this is the Assassin's Creed 3 Join or Die edition. So for this one, I actually paid less for this than I did for the real game, and this is quite a good story actually. Someone traded in a sealed copy of this, so they had to sell it as pre-owned, so I bought it, and it was less expensive than Assassin's Creed 3. So I bought this when it came out, and this is going to be some, like, a little unboxing of it. And then on here, we've got Join or Die. So for this special edition, I'll go through this. It came with the Assassin's Creed 3 game, along with, like I was saying, that exclusive gameplay. And beside that, it came with this really cool coin with 2 sides. And I thought this was very, very cool in this Assassin's Creed pouch. Now, that was quite cool. I do like displaying that. And it also came with, if I can just get this out, this little notebook. And this is actually, whose notebook is this? I think it's George Washington's notebook or something like that. So it's got some nice art in it. Quite nice looking. So that's the Assassin's Creed 3 special edition. Now, for the price that they were asking for a brand new copy, which was, I think, was £60, when you've got a £45 game on its own, for that price, for £15 extra, I'm not sure I would go out of my way to buy it, because it's just a bit of metal and some paper. It's not that much, and that's the thing that I hate about special edition games, is that they're just bundling these collectible items that are going to become trash, unless they're Nintendo, just saying, and they're going to become trash, and they're asking a higher price for it, and I don't agree with that. I think that's wrong. But I bought this because it was less. That's why I bought that one. Now I'm just going to bring up something here, and that's the Wolfenstein Special Edition. Now the Wolfenstein New Order Special Edition was very cool. It was very, very cool. It came with a robotic dog, like, statuette, and it was very, very cool. I didn't get it, obviously, and the main reason for that is it didn't come with the game. Like, why are you bundling a special edition of Wolfenstein New Order without Wolfenstein the New Order? So it was about, I think it was either 60, 90 or £110, and that's a massive difference, but I can't remember. But you're paying that without a game, and then you've got to spend £40 on the game. So it's coming to like £150 if you go to my top estimate. And that's insane. And it was just this statue, probably about this big, and some art books and all stuff like that. And that's like nothing. And I bought the Wolfenstein Occupied edition that came with some postcards, a card holder, like a pass holder, and a little like travel book. and that was only because I got it with my pre-order, and I would not have put my money anywhere towards that collector's edition. Anyway, moving on. The second one I have is the Skyrim Premium Edition. Now, this I got for my birthday, 2013, along with BioShock Infinite. Probably one of the best presents I've ever got, BioShock Infinite. I love that game. So, in here, we got the game with lots of manuals. I do love manuals. They don't really do that anymore. A t-shirt, which you never see. You never see t-shirts in collector's editions, I have to say. Some collector's edition content, and then a book called The Infernal City. Now, I've actually read this, and it's a very, very good book. I really enjoyed it. But that was all bundled in, so in this package here. And that was, I believe, that was £30. And that was after, well after Skyrim came out. Probably a year or so after Skyrim came out. So that's why I got that, and I got it because it had nice stuff in it. But that's the collector's edition that I would pay for, but the reason for that is because it's the price of a game, and it came with a game. So you're basically getting all that stuff for free. But if I jumped on the Skyrim wagon when it came out, which I wasn't allowed to, my mum wouldn't let me, because it was apparently very, very violent, which it wasn't. It wasn't that violent. But if I jumped on it early and I bought the Parthenux edition, I think that's what it's called, it comes with a massive dragon statue. That was going to set me back like 150 quid, and I just wouldn't be able to spend it. The reason I got that, because it was cheap. It was really, really cheap. My next one is a Call of Duty Ghosts Hardened Edition. Now this is the middle ground for Call of Duty Ghosts. You've got the game, then you've got the Hardened Edition, and then you've got the, I think it was Care Package Edition or something. And that came with a, I can't remember what it came with actually. I think it was like a working camera or something, a head camera. And I would not have put my money towards that. That was like over 100 quid. But in this one, you got the Steelbook of Call of Duty Ghosts and a wristband. So that's like all the physical stuff you got. And this was £80. So I wouldn't put £40 extra towards a wristband. That's stupid. But this actually came with the season pass for Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, before I bought this, I didn't know I wouldn't enjoy Call of Duty Ghosts, which I didn't. I didn't enjoy it at all, because I've been playing Black Ops 2 and I was like, oh, I love this. I have to jump right on this. So here's the steelbook. So the reason I bought this is because it was £40 for the game. This is actually the PS3 one, which I upgraded to the PS4 one. So it was about £90 overall. And it came with the game, obviously, this wristband, and then the season pass, which I was obviously going to buy anyway, because I loved Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And I bought the season pass with that. So it was basically like buying the season pass with it, and you just got some extra bits and bobs. You got the free full map, and you got this little wristband here, which still hasn't come out. It still hasn't come out of there. So that was a good special edition, because it came with a £40 worth of DLC. Now, £40 worth of DLC and a £40 game equals £80, and that's what I paid for it. So that's good value for money. That's a collector's edition that I want to see, like, in the future. Now, the final collector's edition that I bought is the Majora's Mask special edition. Now, obviously, this isn't the one with the Skull Kid statue. I couldn't get that. It was gone everywhere. I couldn't get my hands on that at all. But this one came with Majora's Mask in this case, and it also came with the steelbook version of Majora's Mask. Now, I love that, because I wouldn't want to keep a steelbook, a game in a steelbook, because it gets scratched and it gets ruined. It gets scratched, the steelbook, and then it ends up getting ruined, like my COD Ghost one did. So the fact that they bundled it with 2 copies, 2 boxes even, not copies, 2 boxes is absolutely awesome. I love that. That's what they did with Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby as well. So this game was £40 on its own, and for the special edition it was, I think, 45. So I actually spent £45 on Majora's Mask, which is £5 extra. So I paid £5 extra for this lovely steelbook and this pin badge here. I don't know if this is going to focus. There you go, sort of focused. So those two for £5. It may seem a bit dodgy, but if you think about the quality of the pin, how much you'd have to pay for that on like a jewelry website or something like that, and then you think of the steelbook and how much this could be worth later on, along with this whole collector's edition. That's the reason I bought it, because I knew it's going to be an investment later on, and it has been. Like, Amazon is already charging £60 for this, and it's sold out, and I got it for £45. That's a great deal. That's just a great deal, and it came with the game as well, obviously. So the reason I put my money towards that is because I knew it was going to be an investment, and it was only £5 more. Now, if it was £10 more, I might not have bought it, and that's why I would say to anyone that can get this for £45, or for slightly more expensive than this on its own, then I would go for it, but I would not buy it off a scalper. It's not worth the £60, £70 that they're asking for it. It's just insane. And that's my main gripe about special edition games. The fact that sometimes they don't bundle good stuff in them. I'm trying to think of an example. There's got to be the Arkham City, or no, Arkham Asylum edition with that Batarang that was really small. That's an example. I think that was £50 more than the game on its own, and it only came with a tiny little thing, and that's not the way to go about it, guys. That's not the way. Even the Dishonored special edition, that only came with a pack of cards. Now, I don't know how much more expensive that was, but if that was like £10 more expensive, it's not worth it. It's a pack of cards. Anyway, guys, that was my video for today. This is Nerd Weekly. If you enjoyed, please be sure to smack that like button, hit that subscribe, and if you have any other comments on special edition games, please leave them down below. Now, this is definitely not collector's edition games with all the statues and everything. That will probably be a later video. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys soon. Goodbye.